Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and I am your watch guy today, and we are finally back with the Rolex series. Now, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so if you're new around here, then there's a link up there, or there should be, for the rest of the series. It is in a playlist on my channel. Go back, watch what we've done already, and you'll kind of get the journey that we've been on. So, in the last video, you left me with a budget of £400. Now, I took £325 of that, and I decided to buy a collection. So what does that mean? So a friend of mine was selling his watch collection so he could go and buy a Christopher Ward Sapphire. Now that's pretty much the ultimate watch for him. He was obsessed with it, and I was kind of happy to help him along a little bit while he helped the series along a little bit. So he sold me his entire collection, £325, and yeah, we've got quite a few watches to sell. Now that leaves me with a budget of £75 for the rest of the series, but I think I'm going to sell all of these and then, get all the money back in together and start again once again, so we can. I think we're gonna maybe be touching the £1,000 mark at the end of this, at the end of selling all the watches that we have at the minute, and that is very close to being able to afford the type of Rolex that I want. So that's very exciting. Now, instead of me just telling you what these watches are face to face in the camera, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this camera around and we're going to showcase these watches a little bit, and I'll tell you how much I paid for them individually and what I think they're going to sell for. So yeah, let's do that. Right, so this is the first one of the watches that I bought from my friend Michael. I bought his collection, a bulk of his collection. So there's a few here. There's another one to show you, and there's one that I've lost somewhere, but I will find it and sell it. Let me just get them out of the way, and then we can speak about these. You'll recognise this one because it has been on the channel before. It's also been a part of this £100 to a Rolex series. So basically, I sold this one to Michael for £100, and he sold it back to me for 70. There's much more wear on it now, but that'll come out very easily. I basically lent him it for a year for 30 quid, which I think is a good deal for both of us, really. Now, this one, I think I'll get the £100 for it again. Once it's all neatened up and looking the part, I think I'll easily get the £100 back. We'll leave this one to the end. So this is a Parnas Root Beer. It's actually quite a nice watch. We have got a little bit of, I think that's dirt there from where I've stored these for the last half a year. I really love this watch, and I'll probably review it before I sell it. It is Parnas's answer to, well, Pagani Design released their GMT after this one. This was the OG. And yeah, it's a fantastic watch, really is. Hardly any play in the bezel, ceramic bezel insert. It's got a automatic GMT movement, Jubilee bracelet. I bought this from him for £30. However, I need to get a new bracelet or a new screw to fit this. That's the one drawback on this one. So a few of these watches do have issues that need to be sorted before I sell them, but I have no issue with that because it's going to be worth it. So I bought this one for 30. I think the fix will probably cost me about £10, and I'll probably sell it for about 60, 50. So yeah, an alright profit there also. And here we have a very trusty, very old Vostok Kommanderski. So it's a classic, this one, isn't it? Absolute classic. We know them well. Now, Michael has sold me this one for £15, which I think is an excellent deal for myself. I think I'll probably get 25, maybe 30 for it. Probably more like 25, 20 actually. But I may end up buying this one from myself because I need a donor movement for a watch that I'm building, a Vostok build actually, and I don't want to take apart my other Vostok because I quite like it. So I'll probably take this one apart, buy it from myself. I'll give myself £25 to add into the budget, and then yeah, strip it and build that other watch, which, by the way, will be on the channel probably next month. So look out for that. A big bulk of the purchase from Michael was this beauty. Now, we know that I'm a fan of Seiko Samurais. Well, I bought Michael's great white shark off him. He's given me it with the bracelet and this rubber band. I'll be taking the rubber band off it to sell it. It's in alright condition. Few usual minor marks. I'll again be brushing this up before I sell it. I paid £200 for this. I think I'll get in between $250 and $300, hopefully. Now, I do have the bracelet. I do have all of the links and everything like that, and the paperwork, etc, etc. Michael actually bought this brand new, so he'd be the only keeper, but he absolutely loved this watch. He spoke to me about it for months before purchasing it. He saw my one on the channel, I think, and went out and bought himself one. Absolutely gorgeous watches, these. But unfortunately, I do have to sell it on. There's no point in me having two, is there? This one, I think, will probably get me the bulk of the profit, or the bulk of the money back. In fact, there are two other watches, and these are a little bit of a weird one, I guess. So he's given me this. It needs a battery. It is a Filippo Loretti, and the less I say about this, probably the better. But he threw this in for free because it was just sat in as watch box doing nothing. So I'll replace the battery on that and we'll get whatever we can for it. If we get an extra 20-30 quid, then I think that's a win, to be honest. Yeah, as I say, the less I say about that, the better. But he's also given me another watch that needs a battery putting into it, which is a Vostok, what am I talking about? Which is a Fossil watch. Another fashion watch. But I don't know where to put it, so I'll dig that out. So altogether, these 5 watches plus that Vostok cost me £325. So I think that's a really good deal. That takes the budget down to, where are we, £75. Now with that £75, I'll probably spend another 15 to do the rest of the watches up, or do the watches up themselves. Probably a tenner on this, 5 on batteries for the other 2. And once they're all done, I think I should be making a good profit margin. In fact, let's add them up. So 250, 50, we're going to be conservative. 250, 50, that's 300. If we get 100 again for that, that's 420, which is 420. And 20 on this, that is 440. Plus the other, if we get £450 back, I'd be quite happy. But I think we may get slightly more. There's not a massive margin there, but with that and with the Hamilton that we already have, I think we'll be around the 900 to 950 mark. Unless some of these sell better than I expect them to, then we could be touching the £1,000 mark, which would be absolutely fantastic, I think. So, yeah, I bought a collection. So guys, the Rolex series is back on track, I think. I'm hoping that we're around that £1,000 mark very soon. Now, these will all be listed on the usual avenues, so I'll have them on Facebook, Gumtree, Schmock, that type of thing. But there is another thing that I probably have to tell you about. I was going to save this for the new year, but I've relaunched I've launched an online store. It is called thewatchguystore.com. Now, if you go over there, you can look at the watches that I'm selling, including these ones, and other ones that I get in for review that I don't intend to keep, or ones that have been in my collection and I've had my time with them. They need to be loved again. A lot of people ask me what I do with the watches after I've finished reviewing them. A lot of them did sit in my collection for a good while. I've enjoyed plenty of them. There's some that I'll never sell. But for the ones that I do want to move along, that website is there, and hopefully you guys can get some, little bargains on there too. Now, I also have some like straps and things like that listed there if that interests you also. So if you would be interested in buying any of these watches or any of my other watches, then hop over there, see what's there for you. It'd be nice to get a little bit of traffic. It's been up for about a year and I've never plugged it. I've never really used it properly because I've been concentrating on other things. But I dedicated myself some time the last couple of months and I've launched that. I've made one sale to a gent on my Patreon. And yeah, so thank you to him. Hopefully there'll be many more. Thank you for watching this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back next week with another Rolex video. And I know I said that last time, but I promise you I will have an update on what we're doing with this Hamilton Frogman, because I think I've lined the sale up. So pop back next week and I will have that there for you. If you think you may forget, then please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, and that will tell you when I am releasing a new video. Plenty of content to come in December, so I'm really excited about all of that, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.